Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram, and I'm going to be doing something new from now on. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that almost every day for close to 2 years now, I tend to watch a Batman animated series episode. I'll write a synopsis with it, and then of course there's a picture with it. So lately though, I've just been kind of frustrated because I want to go more in depth with you guys, and I feel there's a lot more to these episodes than I remember as a kid, and even going through them as an adult a few times. I'm like, man, like they packed some stuff in this, because on the surface a lot of it's just like, wow, like any other like Saturday morning adventure cartoon. But with Batman the Animated Series, there's usually, and it tends to be with the rogues a lot of time, an understory or something underneath, a subtext or something you could get out of it where you're like, whoa, like, and sometimes they're pretty deep, I think. And so what I'm going to be doing daily is I'm going to start giving a video review to go along with the picture I post. And it's also because this next time through the seasons, because I've gone through them 3 times, so I'm sure you guys don't want to hear like what I have to say in that short little like span of writing anymore. So what I'm going to be asking you guys to do, and I need your help, and I want you guys to be excited about this, because, alright, well let me get to it and I'll say why. Because, so I want to know if you guys will help me out with the episodes. Like, so if you have a favorite episode, or an episode that has a special place in your heart, or you associate with a good memory, tell me. Reserve it. Say, hey, the next time we go through, I want to get this episode, because what I want you guys to do is I want you to write anything you want about the episode. It doesn't have to be the storyline or recapping the episode, because we're all Batman fans, and for the most part, like, we remember the episode if we're reminded, and that's what I like to do, is like remind you, like, hey, remember this episode, Tiger, like, oh yeah, because a lot of those lesser episodes, a lot of casual fans or people that used to watch it back in the day may not remember. Everyone remembers Joker's Favor, Almost Got Him, Mad Love, I Am the Night, Nothing to Fear. We remember those, but I enjoy reminding people of all the episodes. But anyway, I'm getting off track. What I want is I want you guys to show me your passion for the show, because in my comments a lot of times I'll write something and someone in the comments like, this is my favorite episode. I remember watching this like with my brother back in the day, running home after school, just parking my butt in front of the TV. And I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Because I'm sure if I hear something, or if you guys write about it, I might see something I missed, or like something deeper in the episode I never thought of. So I want your guys' help on that. So the 4th time through is going to be with the help of you guys. And I'll do the picture, unless you're a toy photographer and you specifically say, hey, can I do the picture for this? Then yeah. I want to, if you guys do it, I will be shouting you out. Be like, hey, this is written by so-and-so. Go check their page, and boom, we got what you have to say. If you're a toy photographer, you could do your pick on it. But, yeah. So I'm going to be doing reviews here from now on, for at least this next season. So if you want to hear my analysis of an episode, and just remember, this is my thoughts. This is just what I got out of it. Maybe you got something else. And this is a community, so please feel free to share that. Or if you want to wait until you write it, if you want to do an episode, then save it for that. But that's what I like about Batman, is I could do the randomest episode that I feel like, oh, no one really cared about this one. And people would be like, that's my favorite. So I want to see what you guys have to say about this show that we all like. Because it's not, you guys don't care what I have to say. I'm sure, a fourth time through. I mean, you guys might be like, I appreciate the follow. I appreciate you guys enjoy my work, but I don't want to oversaturate you guys to where you start hating me or thinking like this guy thinks he knows it all. No, I'm not about that. I want to like do this with you guys. So email me, Instagram me, comment here, DM me, and start picking episodes. We only got the 4th season, so it's 20 something episodes, and then maybe a week off, and then we're gonna get going again. So I want your help. But anyways, the whole reason I'm here is for a house and garden review. Now, man, this episode was sad. It's written by Paul Dini, and of course, through the eyes of someone seeing it the first time or not knowing what to expect really from a Batman the Animated Series episode, it starts off with any other thing. There's a mysterious villain in the shadows. He's stealing something. He leaves evidence behind. Batman and Gordon meet up. They see it's something plant related. Batman automatically says poison ivy. Duh. Gordon's like, no. She has been deemed sane from Arkham. She's back home. She's married. She has 2 kids. Like, what has Ivy been doing? So, Batman's suspicious and he is following her, detective style. Get out of here. He's following her detective style. He's in the trees. He's like following her doing really mundane tasks like shopping, dropping the kids off at school, gardening, of course. And he's like, wow, like I've been following her, thinking she's gonna slip, thinking I'm gonna see a little clue or hint of something, and he doesn't see a thing. And Ivy notices, and she like Batman, what are you doing? Like, I haven't done anything wrong. I've let you follow me all day, so you know I haven't done anything wrong. And Ivy like tells him straight up, like, look, I have a family, I have kids, I put that past life behind me, and for once in my life, I'm happy. And not many people can say that. I've never heard a lot of people say it, and if they do, you tend to be like, okay, like, don't put on a show. But Batman believes her. Of course, he's seen her do nothing wrong, but he believes her. He's like, she's happy. Like, him and Robert in the car, and he's like, man, I can't believe I followed her all day. She did nothing wrong. She just dropped off her boys. And then Robin's like, boys? It's like, I had her husband as a professor at Gotham University, and he had 2 girls. Batman flips a Yui, goes straight back to Ivy's house, discovers she's making human plant hybrids that have a short lifespan, and so she's having to recreate them and remake them using the doctor and professor. I guess he did both, because they also said that he was a doctor at Arkham, and Robin had him at school, so the guy's pretty talented. Poison Ivy got a catch, but she only used him to get his DNA to create these like babies that would be like kids in the morning and turn into adults at night. Okay, I don't need to get into all that. I don't want to spoil it for those that haven't seen it. But they end up defeating her, and when Batman catches her, she melts, and so she was a decoy the whole time. So the real Poison Ivy got away. And then the best line of the whole show, or not the whole show, the whole episode, is Robin's like, man, I'm just upset she got away. And Batman's like, I am too, but I don't think we're going to be seeing her for a while, because I believed her when she said that she was happy. He says, for the first time in her life, she had everything she ever wanted, and it was taken from her. And you might think, well, she created it, blah, blah, blah. Like, she created those people, so she knew they were fake, so she couldn't be really happy. But she had a family that she, in her mind, thought of as a family. And that's enough sometimes. I mean, you surf the internet, you can see people doing weirder things, and I think that even. So that I started thinking about that, and it's like that's a lot how we are today. We are poison ivy in a lot of ways because we may not be fully happy or at all times, or things may not be going our way at all times, and a lot of times they're not. Don't let people fool you. Most people aren't, don't have it all together, and a lot of people are just like, you've seen people do fake stuff on social media all the time, and that's controlling their little world. Their little world. No, they're controlling their perception of what people see of them, and what Poison Ivy was doing was she was creating this perception. She was creating this ideal and what people thought of her. So for the first time in her life, she was treated like a real normal person and not Poison Ivy, you know, the evil plant lady. No, people would see her in the street like, wow, she's a mother of two. She has a normal husband, they thought. But is it any different than what we do on a daily basis, trying to, you know, hide some truths? Or if someone passes you by, hey, how you doing? You're miserable, but what do you say? Doing good. Thanks for that. Like, that's not. Even though it's good not to always be like, oh, I'm terrible, blah blah blah. It's also not good to always try to act like you have it all together, because that in itself creates a false reality and perception. But there's a lot of ways you could look at this episode, but what I got out of it was Poison Ivy was doing what a lot of us do today on social media, or like even if you like buy expensive things, even though you don't have the money, you just want to give the illusion that you're rich or that you're wealthy. Poison Ivy was doing the same thing, a lot weirder, but creating this fake family and stuff. You could see that that could probably really make her feel good about herself and really make her feel happy about her life. So it is sad. Like, you really end up feeling kind of sad for Poison Ivy. All she wanted to do was feel normal. She had a crazy way of doing it, but we all want to feel normal. And a lot of people do crazy things to try to get that feeling or that justification. So, man, as a kid, never. I'd be like, yeah, Batman saw the bad guy. He tracked the bad guy to the real bad guy. He got him. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I would never have thought like, wow. Like, as you get older, you start to see that Batman the Animated Series only gets better. And still holds up today. And it's the little things like that where, and people may think I'm crazy or may not agree with me, but what I got out of it. But again, it's just what I got out of it. So, if you got something different out of it when you first saw it, let me know. I'll be on Instagram. You can comment here below on this video. But again, if you are interested in helping in season 4 and you want to write and express how you feel about your particular favorite episode, reserve it as quickly as you can and start working on it. And because if you reserve it, I'm gonna have you do it. So please don't do it if you're just gonna back out. But I'll understand if you do. But I want you guys to be excited about this, and I think it'll be really fun to be able to give a shout out to someone, and also like to get the whole Batman/toy community involved in this and celebrate the series and not just what one person thinks about it. Like I said, I'm glad you guys enjoy my write-ups. I'm glad you guys enjoy my picks, but I don't want it to be just like all me all the time, or people thinking I think I know it all, because I don't. And you guys might have noticed something or picked up on something that I never saw. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you are interested, hit me up. in helping with the seasons. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll be doing this every day that I do an episode shot. So, have a great weekend. If you're seeing this on the first couple of days I posted, if not, I hope you have a good day. So, see you guys later.